we were told the importance of the strategic allegiance and alliance with MainOne and how it has made everything that Tizeti rests on very seamless. And to make this presentation, please do make welcome Olubunmi Ogun to have this one. She has equally rehearsed for this particular presentation, so show some love to her with your applause.
Thank you.
The lady in red herself.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for having me here. My presentation, okay, sorry, let me introduce myself. My name is Olubunmi Ogun, and I've worked for over 23 years in the commercial department. I've always been in sales. Currently, I'm the Deputy General Manager for MainOne in Nigeria. My presentation today, thank you. My presentation today is just talking about West Africa, driving broadband in West Africa through partnerships. And what I want to do here is I'm going to start first with a brief of MainOne. MainOne is the preferred carrier-on-carrier service provider. I would say that because over time, I will give you an evolution map in the next slide, but over time, we've been providing services. When we came into the country in 2010, today we've grown to providing services in 14 countries. We have over 50 POPs across West Africa, and we're connecting not just Nigeria, Ghana, we're also connecting all the way to Europe. So if you see the map, thank you. If you see the map on the right, you'll see the countries in blue are the countries that we're currently providing services to. And the blue line that goes all the way to Europe is a fully managed and operated submarine fiber cable that belongs to MainOne. So, and that takes the connection to Europe. Okay, so our evolution. 2010, like I mentioned before, was when we started. We started operations in Nigeria. We're only providing to large telcos, so telecoms environments, MTN and the likes, we were providing capacity-based. And then in 2012, we started a full managed environment, enterprise services. And then we got our licenses in Ghana, and we started providing services, not just in Nigeria, but in Ghana. What I'd like to point out is one of the key things that we've done based on our infrastructure is to focus on West Africa first. So landing our submarine cable in Nigeria, it was not just for Nigeria, we also landed in Ghana to be able to take the capacity out of West Africa. And then in 2015, we built our first Tier 3 data center in Lekki called Main Data Exchange, MDXI. And there we're able to provide co-location services and also a lot of aggregation services for a lot of the partners that we have there. I'll talk a little more when we go in the slides about partnerships. In 2019, we're able to build another data center in Côte d'Ivoire, where we also landed a submarine cable there. And in that effect, you're seeing how the plans are to cover the whole of West Africa. We're able to provide broadband services in country through the submarine cable that we are managing as MainOne. 2021, so I'm leaping. 2021, we just launched our Apollonia data center in Ghana. And that is just testament to the fact that our investment and our commitment into West Africa is real. And I'll also talk more about some of the things that we're doing to enable connectivity and build an ecosystem in West Africa. Note that I keep focusing on West Africa. Today, we like to apply ourselves to where our strengths are. So I can't tell you I'm going to do anything in Kenya today. But day one, we are able to move you across West Africa and create a lot of connectivity services. This slide just talks very briefly about the evolution. When we first came into the market, we only had one submarine cable called SAT3, and it only had 800 gig of capacity. When we came with 5 terabits, and the least portion of it is about 2 terabits. And today, if you look at the growth in just submarine capacity that is consumed, we're doing over 2 terabits in West Africa alone. Thank you. Also, in terms of terrestrial capacity, we started with, just as MainOne, 300 gigs. When I first got joined, we were having people have capacities like 512 kbps. I don't know if anybody remembers that people used to buy 32 kbps, and anybody who had one meg was a big boy. You know, those days are long gone, because today people can't even think, they can't remember 32. What do you use that for? How do you enable your videos? How do you do your video calls? How do you enable anything? Okay. So we just in the spirit of bringing this capacity in, we have been able to achieve two things. One on the consumer end and the other on the business end. For the consumer end, when we came into the market, we were able to drop prices below market rates and able to save bring down cost of internet to about 70% to the ISPs that were buying from us. So that was one of the very first things that happened. I don't know if anyone remembers that at a certain point in time in Nigeria, it was cheaper to call international than it was to call local. That was when MainOne's submarine cable came in, and we were able to bring broadband capacity into the market. On the other hand, for businesses, we're able to provide, because of the fact that we can do a lot online now, we're able to find a balance where more people were getting employed in areas where there was online, they had online activities, and a lot of companies today are more confident in putting their businesses in the cloud because they can have internet access that is reliable enough to access those services and be able to do more businesses. And then even the small offices, the small merchants are able to have small websites where they can quickly online have a shopping mall because a lot of people have access to broadband. But then where do we get to deliver? I mean, we got to the consumers, we get to the businesses. The only way we're able to get to these places is through our partners. And Tizeti being one of our prime partners, we have worked very closely with them to achieving end user utilization by buying large capacities from MainOne and being able to deliver to the homes, and also to be able to provide the services that we've talked about today, all those laudable solutions that they have in the market today. So without our partners, a lot of things, because MainOne is coming in from a sizable infrastructure, breaking it down to the end user, there are a lot of challenges that you meet where you have sometimes permits to be able to deliver in country, but you have Tizeti that has the innovative technologies that they can use to deliver across wireless and sometimes with fiber that they have. So we're talking about that partnerships, not just in Nigeria, but also outside Nigeria. So if you look at this map, what we've done is we're in over 14 countries, but we have partner POPs in different countries in West Africa. So all the orange dots that you can see on that screen are partner extensions to customer locations or to different POPs in those countries. So you see third-party POPs. So we work very strongly with partners to be able to deliver services to even landlocked countries. And because of that, we've been able to build an ecosystem. This is my last slide. I'm just going to talk about an ecosystem of different partners cutting across different countries. And also, I know somebody mentioned about the West African Exchange, which was created by MainOne. And what we've done with that is we're able to create local switching of traffic across the West African region, because all these partners, most of them are already connected in there, and so you can switch your traffic across. What that means is that you don't have to go to Europe and come back to Nigeria before you have a transaction, or you don't have to go to, usually what happens is that you go from Nigeria and you want to hit a website in, let's say, Senegal. You have to go to London before it goes to Senegal, and then Senegal goes back to London before it comes back to Nigeria. So and because of the exchanges that we have, the regional exchange, we're able to create those local traffic switching traffic. So I'm going to end on this note that without our partners, we cannot build an ecosystem. And without Tizeti as one of the prime partners that we have seen the advantages of these partnerships, and we intend to grow as we go along. Our infrastructure is available not just in Nigeria, and Tizeti and us, should I call it Tizeti and I, we've gone to Ghana together, and we tend to go into other African countries together. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Once again, a round of applause to Bumi Ogun.